Howdy everybody, welcome to the Pirate Carpenter Show. Going to take our weekly tour of the yard with our newly plastic protected camera. If you'll follow me, we'll see how wide the path is now. We can walk through it without things smacking us in the head. And we've got our nice straw pathways here to keep us out of the mud. Manimal's Landscaping Service has discovered old pathways that Harriet has put in through her garden, and they're all about this wide because I think she was much smaller than the Pirate Carpenter here. We come through here, we'll see we've got about 4 dumpsters worth of prunings collected right there. Some of that will turn into firewood, which would save us a dump fee. And if you look over here, there's another 2 dumpsters worth right there. And then over here, we take a little bit of a tour here. With a little bit of help in a U-Haul and a tow dolly, I got my truck, my fabulous soon-to-be electrified Datsun, my nail trailer, which was in shockingly good shape, being that it hasn't been anywhere in a couple years. The cedar roof actually held up real well. Yay, cedar. And through there you can see my grandpa's old trailer that needs to be rebuilt for, I think, the 4th time. My dad will criticize me for not knowing it was either a Model A or a Model T front axle that Grandpa built that trailer out of. And the axle is the only thing that's still good. So we're going to redo that. We turn ourselves around. Over here we've got our porch, which we've already spent a fair amount of time ridiculing how bad the porch is. It occurred to us the other day, I was talking to the landscaper, that the issue is major issue that we have is that a bunch of Harriet's crap that we don't care about is on the porch out of the rain, and all of my tools are sitting here in the rain. That seems a little backwards to me, so we're gonna perhaps get rid of some of her stuff, and we're gonna put a temporary porch on so we can be out of the rain while we're working. And I have enough junk left in my sheds and whatnot that I can do in a temporary porch just about for no money. We walk through here very carefully. It's a little rough. You can see right there we have another two dumpsters worth of organics there. Manimal cleared this out last week. If you'll notice over there, we found a Harriet path over there. It's about 1 foot wide, as usual. Nice curb, nice border bricks and bricks in there. You'll see how airtight the windows are if you look there at how the plastic on the inside of the windows is shaking. Part of that's because the furnace just turned on, but it is kind of funny how it's billowed out from the air trying to rush in through the windows. And over here comes the best part. This is a brick patio. I like to imagine that Harriet put it in herself. She was a strong-willed woman, apparently, according to the neighbors. And this is not exactly where we would have put a patio. So we'll probably try to reuse the bricks. It's kind of a tough situation though, because these clay bricks, they get waterlogged and they start to dissolve because they don't handle being waterlogged. So we'll try to salvage them if we can. There's bricks everywhere. As you can see, she made pathways and whatnot, and so we'll gather them up and try to reuse them, possibly as maybe the floor to the greenhouse. So let's head inside, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna take a look in the inside here. Rare night of a nighttime shoot for us. We've had kind of a long day, and we sold a lot of Harriet stuff. It was actually kind of nice. A lot of the neighbors came by, told us all kinds of stories about Harriet. She had a lot of friends and some people who were ambivalent, but mostly friends. And so you can see there's starting to be a little more room in here. And I think, sadly, we were stuck with a couple of pieces of furniture still that are no good. Tragically, our rocking chair and our fancy lamp are now long gone. We did manage to hang on to the manuscript so we can have our another literary section here of the Pirate Carpenter Show. And actually, a couple of customers picked it up and started reading out of it too. It was, I wish I'd had the camera rolling. But other than that, pretty much we've now eaten in the house. We had pizza today. That was exciting. Yeah, Max says good thing. And we still have lots of stuff to get rid of, but it was good progress today, and we're all exhausted. So that's where we're at. We're gonna do, this weekend we're gonna shoot a little bit on how to mess with a furnace and what a furnace is working on, and we're gonna shoot some painting tricks. But that's all for now. Hey everybody, today we're gonna have some fun with plumbing, because we all love plumbing, don't we? If we look right on down here, this machine here is called a power snake. It's got basically a 50-foot long heavy-duty steel spring, and you jam it down into the pipe as far as it'll go and turn on the motor and it goes whoosh, and hopefully it boggers out whatever kind of gunk you got in your pipe. Now the problem we have today with this house is that it's very, very old. We don't know where the pipe is in the yard, and it's probably clogged up way out into the yard. And underneath the house, the main pipe goes straight down into the ground and disappears. So without a whole bunch of excavation, we have absolutely no idea which direction it goes. So what we're going to do today is we're going to see how far we can run the snake all the way down into the pipe, and then we're going to use a utility locating device basically to hook onto the metal spring on the snake and try to pick up a radio signal as to where the thing is. And if everything goes right, it'll work and we'll be able to find the pipe out in the yard. If it doesn't, we'll be very, very sad. So, here we go. Okay, so at this point, you can see where we've completely and totally removed the drain. And we've put the snake down there and still can't get the thing to go. It's like it's got all kinds of twists and turns, and it's just not letting anything happen. So at this point, I think we're giving up on this. We're going to go outside and remove part of the skirting around the outside and start digging and see what we can find. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, so here you can see what we're up against. The main cast iron out of the house goes straight into the ground and disappears. And all of the craziness that was going there was keeping us from being able to make all the corners with the snake. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to dig this up a little bit and try to see what direction it goes, and maybe we can just find it that way. And I will have rented all this equipment for nothing. But here we go. Okay, so a little bit of digging is exploratory digging is showing here that we got this piece right here is cast iron, and it comes to a concrete bell joint on and switches to concrete pipe, which is what I suspected was in the ground. And you'll see there's a nifty little inspection hole there that had an old toilet plug, toilet stopper in the hole, and that's I think we're going to take a hammer to that hole and make it bigger and see if we can run the snake down there, because there's no way on earth we're using this pipe again. Okay, so what we're looking at here, this was the rubber fitting that toilet stopper was in. And that's all the roots that we pulled out when we removed it. And so that left a little bigger hole. So we've run the snake in there. We're now going to turn the snake on and run it and see if we can get the snake further down the drain. It's probably about 20 or so feet in there now. Okay, so this is the McLaughlin Verifier, which is a brand I'd never heard of before. Essentially what we got is we got a positive we connected to the metal snake there. And we got a ground wire we ran over here a little ways and plugged into some nice damp ground. And what that does, basically we turn it on and it sends a radio signal through the ground. And then we use that guy right there. It sends me a tone telling me where I'm at. Now hopefully I just found where it was at the end of the snake, and we're going to dig that up and see if we can beat another hole in there. Okay, so this is where the end of the snake was, and we dug down and sure enough I found it with the old locator. Now we're going to beat a hole in it with a hammer and try to run the snake again another length. Just shot a little video of us pulling the snake out of the old hole, and this is the next place where I found the pipe, so we'll beat another hole in and fish that thing over. I was about a foot off locating this one, but not too bad still. There, I think. That's it. and we do a real scientific measuring. Somebody banging under the house. We do a real scientific measuring job here. Basically, we go like this and we go, okay, we need slightly more than this. And so we take how much more of that you got to do, Manimal? Can you take like a 2-minute break? Okay, thanks. Another break, somebody banging under the house. Sorry.
Freaked me out. I was pulling that thing out. There's a little rubber lizard in there. I thought it was real. And I was like, oh, no, I picked it up a couple times. And it feels like it's rubber. And it felt like it was like petrified. I was like, oh, God.
Wide. And then if you come over here, we'll leave that in. You come over here, you can see.